The valley are Kathmandu, Bhaktapur and Patan Darbar Square. There are UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Nepal. There are 7 mountains, so there's 68% of our land.
These cultural linkages have been, as I said at the beginning, very historic. Is there any political problem or any administrative issue or any other obstacle that is hindering the use of Mongla Port, Nepal's use of Mongla Port? My answer would be in a very clear term, no. There is no obstacle, no problem, no political, no administrative reason. The only reason may be because of the cost associated with the cost and of course the transshipment cost associated with the use of Mongla Port. When the business communities of Nepal need to use the port facilities of Mongla, because we do not have a direct rail connectivity from Mongla to, let's say, Kakarvita or any other land port of Nepal. We have a lot of land ports because we are a landlocked country. Kakarvita is the one which is very close to Bangladesh. So this transshipment cost, we were talking about building direct rail connectivity between Rohanpur and Singhabad. Rohanpur-Singhabad direct rail connectivity. But the fact that this rail connectivity doesn't reach up to Kakarvita, Birganj, Raxol or any other land port of Nepal, that makes it difficult for our business community to use this Mongla. That's my understanding. নেপাল ও বাংলাদেশের মধ্যে বন্ধুত্বপূর্ণ এবং বহুমুখী সম্পর্ক রয়েছে। আপনারা জানেন এই সম্পর্ককে আরও উন্নত করতে অর্থনৈতিক সংযোগ একটি গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা পালন করছে। বাণিজ্য, সংযোগ, জ্বালানি, বিনিয়োগ এবং পর্যটন আমাদের অর্থনৈতিক সহযোগিতার গুরুত্বপূর্ণ দিক। এর জন্য আপনাদের মতো ব্যবসায়ী সম্প্রদায় এবং tour and travel উদ্যোক্তারা যে ভূমিকা রাখছেন তা প্রশংসনীয়। 2018 and more prominently in 2021 to export about 50,000 metric ton of fertilizers, 50,000 urea fertilizers from Mongla Port. So there are instances it was used, but not on a regular basis. Having said this, however, I'm very hopeful once the direct, once this transshipment cost is reduced, once we have BBIN, let me also refer to this BBIN, which is Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Nepal Initiative. That's an acronym for BBIN, under which we are talking about MVA, Motor Vehicle Agreement. That Motor Vehicle Agreement has 2 constituent protocols. I don't want to bother you with all those technical details, but under those motor vehicle protocols, which are related to cargo and passenger vehicle movements, we are expecting the seamless transport connectivity among our countries, among Bangladesh, Bhutan, India and Nepal. Once that happens, transshipment cost will be tremendously reduced and our business communities will naturally use the port facilities that are available. And we are so very grateful to the offer that we have received from Bangladesh, and we want to use them up to the maximum level. 1971, this has been rather a smooth sailing, very friendly. Our relations are absolutely based on mutual trust, respect, cooperation and true friendliness. That's why we might have, I need to acknowledge right at the beginning that the economic substance of our relationship is increasing slowly and steadily, but we need to do a lot of work. As the presentation showed, and also the distinguished speakers who spoke before me talked about the potentials that we have in front of us, and we have a lot of work to do when it comes to enhancing economic cooperation. But when it comes to our political, cultural, people-to-people and touristic linkages, we have absolutely nothing to complain about. They're excellent. But in the present day world, in diplomacy, the economic relationship is actually the centerpiece, as Yojana ji said in the conclusion. It is the centerpiece. That's why building networks with the business community like you is so very important for the people like us. Our 2 countries have always enjoyed excellent relations irrespective of the political changes in our countries. Whether we have a government of one particular party or Bangladesh as a government of another political party, doesn't matter. That shows the true friendliness, the spirit of true neighborliness that I emphasized. Talking about trade, let me once again not go to the basics. I just want to highlight one particular point. The trade volume is at the modest level. We need to all acknowledge, and we are working, it is increasing. I'm sure it will continue to increase. But one very promising area that has emerged in recent years is that of energy cooperation. Energy cooperation, also in particular the hydropower cooperation. You might recall that it was on 3rd of October 2024, a small milestone was achieved between Nepal and Bangladesh, of course with the cooperation of India. So a tripartite agreement was signed to export 40 megawatt of hydroelectricity from Nepal through Indian grid to Bangladesh.
0.86 meters, and Nepal is also known as a living.
Area was very bad. Accommodated Japanese cargo. Mr. Mandari, effective and efficacious seminar workshops.
Plan big, no need to have a grand plan and program.
অনুষ্ঠানের শুরুতে আমি অনুরোধ করছি সবাইকে একটি সজোরে করতালি দিয়ে তাকে স্বাগত।
আমি ফিরে যাচ্ছিলাম যে আমি যখন তোমাদের মধ্যে ছবি আঁকতাম।
তো শুধু আমরা প্রোটোকল মেইনটেইন করতে হয়, সেগুলো করেও তিনি আজকে শুধুমাত্র আমাদের খুলনা আর্ট স্কুলে
আমিও ছিলাম তোমাদের মতো তোমাদের সময়
Khulna, the gateway to stunning Sundarbans, is not only known for its natural resources and rich biodiversity, but also for its contribution to art, literature and education.
আমি প্রথমে এই ধরনের
ওনাদের সাথে দেখা হবে, তার মানে নেপালের সাথে আমাদের কিন্তু বন্ধুত্ব অনেক আগে থেকে।
Thank you very much, sir. So really grateful to you for
অতিরিক্ত জেলা কমিশনার রাজস্ব করোনা, যারা বিধান কুমার মন্ডল অতিরিক্ত জেলা প্রশাসক সার্বিক করোনা।
অত্যন্ত খুশি যে বিধানের এত সুন্দর একটা অনুষ্ঠানে
আর্ট এবং কালচারকে ধারণ করবেন।